Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming and sometimes hair, so if that sounds like a thing, make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. So for those who don't know, for those who always comment, why are your cheeks so red? Why is your nose so red? I have what I consider mild rosacea. Well, what was diagnosed as mild rosacea. For the last year and a bit, I've been on a bit of a journey with my rosacea as far as a whole range of factors from the products that actually can help rosacea. There's no real cure, but can help with rosacea, the flare-ups and the flushing. Treatments that we can have done for our rosacea, but also about food and diet and, you know, what's inside and how that affects our flushing and our rosacea. I'm actually getting complimentary treatments by the Pulse Light Clinic in London, which I'll be talking about throughout this. This video isn't sponsored, but I will leave all the relevant information about their services and what I'm having done in the description box down below. So I noticed I had flushing basically about 2 years ago now. It was after I used like a lactic acid or something. I really noticed some irritation on my cheeks and down my sideburns, and it was something I've noticed before, but I really felt like this really triggered it, really made my skin sensitive, and after that I would flush very often when I was hot, after certain kind of foods. But it's been a while now, and I thought it was just irritation for the longest time until I actually went and got some filler done in my face, and the dermatologist was like, that's actually rosacea. Back then, I wasn't really doing much about it. I was doing things like trying to keep cool and not having dairy and putting cold compresses on my face and all this kind of stuff that really led to nothing. I would kind of like look at my flushes and think, oh, they're getting better, I think, but nothing was really happening. I posted about my rosacea on Instagram, and the Pulse Light Clinic reached out to me and asked if I wanted to come in for an IPL treatment. I was like, I don't know, this sounds scary, but sure, let's give it a go. And I'm going to say it right now, I've used and I am still using products to help with the redness. However, I feel like products can only take you so far as improvements go. And IPL was just the next step for me to kind of like really help with things like the spider veins on my nose and like the little like burst capillaries that you could really see, especially when I flushed. So IPL is intense pulsed light therapy, and this is almost like a laser that goes into the skin, disperses, and it's a very effective way to treat rosacea. I mean, if you just Google the results of IPL in general, they are amazing. They are very, very good. So I've been kind of vlogging my experience, and I'm just going to share that with you now and what I've been up to. I've been back for 2 or 3 sessions, I can't remember. This has all been during lockdown though, throughout the whole year. So appointments had to be cancelled because, you know, they had to close temporarily. Yes, I'm going to play the video where I ask many questions and hopefully they will be answered for you. So from what I know, IPL is different to like laser, right? Like what's the difference between lasers and IPL?
So IPL is an intense pulse light.
Right.
Laser is laser.
Okay.
So IPL uses multiple wavelengths. It is shattered light. It is non-columnized. So it literally goes everywhere. It's like a light bulb. When you turn the light on, it fills the whole room with light. Laser targets one sort of target, but IPL can target multiple things. So with this treatment, we're targeting blood, water, and pigment. Laser targets pigment.
And is there a difference? One question I get asked a lot when I mention I'm having this done is there a difference between IPL hair removal and what we're doing today?
Yes. Yeah. So IPL hair removal uses mainly the 600 wavelength, so your 695, 615 wavelength.
Yeah.
We're right up the other scale for the IPL. So we're using a lot of the 500 wavelength.
Okay. And how many, because I've been told by a dermatologist I got quite mild rosacea.
It is.
So how many treatments, IPL treatments, would it usually take for my type of rosacea?
So as you can see here, you do have a little broken blood vessel. The skin does look a little bit red and irritated.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at maybe 2 to 3 sessions to get rid of the rosacea to help reduce it.
Okay.
But because no one actually knows what causes rosacea, why we get rosacea, that's why there's no cure. But we can help monitor and we can help reduce the side effects.
Okay.
A lot of the time, rosacea is caused by food intolerance.
Yes.
It's something we're eating. The heat rises up in the body and reflects on the face, and it's the body's way of saying, pay attention, there's something wrong. Okay, you do have a bit of a triangle on the forehead. Forehead normally does indicate the digestive issues. And again, you've got it on the cheeks and on the nose. So it's very, very mild. Yeah. Do you find it itches and burns at all?
Itches quite often on my forehead, yeah.
Okay. So again, that is the early stage. When it starts getting that itching and burning, that's when you really do need to look at what you're eating. Treatment, feel free.
I think I'm just getting scared like that.
No, actually, because you've got a beard, it won't take that long. So we're looking at probably about 20 minutes.
Okay, cool.
At any point it feels too much, just put your hand up.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So this first wavelength works on deep rosacea, so it targets all those blood vessels that are damaged underneath the skin.
Okay.
How did it feel?
It's only actually stinging in certain places, like down the side and along the cheeks. On the forehead and nose, I barely felt it. But yeah, it's not sting, it's more of like a, oh, you know, like you see me like flinch every time you do it.
So we're coming up slightly higher in the skin now. So this helps work on red flush. So this wavelength kills off those skin mites in the skin.
Ah, okay, that's
sometimes
cool.
that is sometimes what causes the itching and some of that inflammation.
That's the thing, it's not painful, it's just like a shock each time, even though you know it's coming, if that makes sense. Like
where you feel that sort of flicking is where it's picking up the blood vessels, and when you're not feeling it is where there is no broken blood vessels.
Ah, okay.
Again, we want the skin to cool itself down. So avoid hot showers, avoid gyms, saunas, steam rooms, anything like that. Avoid drinking coffee for a little while, because obviously that's going to stimulate your heart rate.
Okay,
So
yeah.
just give it an hour or so, just keep the skin nice and cool. So before we go to the next bit, I'm just going to cool you down a little bit.
Okay.
Does anywhere in particular feel hot?
Not really, no, to be honest.
Brilliant.
I think just like all over.
Give you a little cool down. I'm shrinking down to the smaller head, which makes the beam a lot more polymerized, more precise, targeting smaller areas.
Okay,
So
cool.
these few little blood vessels you've got broken, we're going to target those. These little veins around the nose.
Yeah, next to around the nose.
Sometimes you do need more than one session.
Okay.
Okay. One, two, three. Perfect.
That was actually a lot less intense than I thought it was going to be.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to put on some aloe vera gel and SPF because it is a little bit sunny out today.
And are there any products I should avoid using for like today or the next 24 hours?
So
or?
avoid using anything too stimulating. So
Okay.
it's fine to use hyaluronic acid, so that's very healing to the skin.
Yeah.
But avoid using anything like salicylic or azelaic or anything like glycol even. Anything that's going to be overstimulating to the skin
Yeah.
for the next sort of 2 days. Let the skin
Okay.
calm down.
Stick to the basics.
Very basic. Less is best.
So as you can see, my eyes are a little bit twitchy in that, like every time like something happens, I'm twitching. It's not painful. It feels like someone really quickly flicking your skin with a really hot nail, your like fingernail. There are bits where it does hurt more than others, but that's usually the area where I saw more results. So for example, like the spider veins on my nose, you can see a few now a lot more obvious because the whole redness has kind of settled down a lot. And these have become a lot more obvious. On my cheeks as well, when I flush, it's mainly due to stress. When I'm stressed out, when I'm working too much, I flush like absolute craziness, like crazy flushing, to the point where like if I get on camera, I'm guaranteed to get comments asking why I'm so red. However, it doesn't hurt. It's uncomfortable at points, but it doesn't hurt. You know, I can see a physical difference, and when flushing, the flushing is less aggressive. I'm looking forward to seeing what more treatments is going to do for me. I just want to talk about the products that I've been using as well. So one thing that's really important for rosacea prone skin is your skin barrier. Sensitized skin, really making sure that your skin isn't sensitized or sensitive to anything. One I've been loving is the Even Prime Barrier Serum. This really just does have all the ingredients that kind of create the essential building blocks of your skin barrier. It's super lightweight. I think when you think of skin barrier repairing products, you think of really heavy creams and heavy ceramide products and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But this is super light, and I've been loving this twice a day. I can't show you this just yet, but this is a azelaic acid cream. I don't even know if I can include this. An azelaic acid cream that I've been using. Azelaic acid has been shown to really help with rosacea and redness in the skin. This is a 20%, but there is a 10% from Paula's Choice that I absolutely love. The Ordinary also do an azelaic acid that feels a little bit matte on the skin, and I really don't like the texture of it, but it is just azelaic acid. The Paula's Choice one has BHA in, so it's a little bit, you know, more intense, but I'm loving this one. Also, a very particular product is the La Roche-Posay Rosaliac AR Intense. This is a serum, again, that's been made especially for those with red, easily irritated skin and rosacea. I've tried to make head or tails of the ingredients and I just don't understand. I feel like it's a concoction that they've made themselves, but I've been using this for about 6 months now, on and off, and it really does make an obvious difference. After like the 3 months that I was using it, made such a huge difference to the point where, not with my flushing, I was still flush, but just the static redness on my skin, if that makes sense. It really did help. That's all I'm going to talk about the cosmetics, because cosmetics products can only take you so far with it and kind of like improve the redness, but not overall flushing and repetitive nature of rosacea. So yes, I hope to come at you soon with the more food side of it once I've cracked that down for myself. But this is what I'm doing so far to treat my rosacea. I know a lot of you were asking questions about it, so I hope this helped. As I mentioned, all links, discounts, discount codes as well. I have a discount code for the Pulse Light Clinic, will be in the description box down below. As I mentioned, this isn't sponsored. All this was gifted to me, and after my treatments and seeing how it all went, I agreed then to post this video, because I really feel like it's working for me and I want to share this with people. If it works for my mild rosacea, I'd love to see how this works for those with more intense rosacea. But yeah, that is it for me for now. I will see you next time.